let's look at this sheet of paper, and we're going to use this for our guided practice for today. So the question says, how many ways can I divide this piece of paper into equal parts? So one way we know that we can divide it into equal parts is by half, and we can do it vertically or horizontally. I'm going to try to make it as even as possible. Oh, I messed up. I'm going to use a different color, not a font. And so it kind of got squiggly. So one way we can divide it is into half. Another way we can divide it is into four. So we can take our halves and make it into smaller pieces, which are fours. And we can take our fourths and divide it to even smaller pieces, which are eights. So we can divide this fourth into half here. We can divide it into half here, here, and here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each um part, and even though my lines aren't straight, but they would be if we were if I had a good tool to help me to draw. But each part of our paper represents the unit fraction 1/8. So we have 1/8 here, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and 1/8. Okay, so using this same model, I can shade portions of sections of my paper. So I'm going to shade this and this side here. And if you look, it's kind of like a rainbow color. I'm going to shade one part, well, two parts here, green. Orange. And red. I'm sorry that I'm kind of out of the line. I'll try to clean it up. Okay, so it's kind of messy because of me trying to use the mouse. But let's pose the question, what fractional part of my paper has red spaces? And so I know that I have one, two, three are red, or the areas are red. I have one, two, three areas that are red. So if I want to know what fraction have red parts, I would write the fraction 3/8, because out of the 8 parts, three are red. So I will write 3/8. And if I want to decompose 3/8, again, it will be 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. Let's say I wanted to know what fraction of the fractional parts of my model has an area of rainbow colors, then I know that I have two parts that are rainbow colored. So I will write the fraction 2/8, and I can decompose 2/8 into smaller fractions, smaller parts, 1/8 plus 1/8, which is equivalent, or I'm sorry, which equals 2/8. Now we're going to look at our last example to see how we can divide a number line into unit fractions. So looking at our number line, we see that we have one, two, three, four markers. Remember that the beginning of my point or my number line starts with 0, and the entire number line represents one whole. So each marker is a fractional part of the whole, one whole. And since my number line has been divided into four parts, I can see that if I draw a fraction bar above it to show me how each marker represents the whole. So from point 0 to my first marker on the number line, that represents 1/4 of my model or my number line. From point from this first point to my midway point represents another fractional part of my number line. From my midway point to my next marker represents another fractional part on my number line. And from here to here represents another part. So since we just said that each part represents a fourth, we know that 4/4 is equal to the whole. So I'm going to go back and label my tick marks. I have 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. Remember, this is my midpoint, my halfway marker, and 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4. So if I want to plot 1/4 on my number line, 1/4 will plot here. It's already a unit fraction, so I don't have to try to decompose it. But do remember that even though um, e each section does represent a fourth, 1/4, from here, from point 0 to 1/4, and from point 1/4 to 2/4 represent 1/2 or represent 2/4. Okay. I know when we're looking at each individual piece, we just want you to understand that this piece represents a fourth, this represents a fourth, this represents a fourth, this represents a fourth. Because if we divided the number line into four equal parts. However, if I just wanted to know what is the fractional representation from point 0 to my midway point, I will say 2/4. I wouldn't say 1/4. And again, you should be able to see by now that if we were to break apart 2/4, 2/4 will equal these two unit fractions that you see right here, 1/4 plus 1/4. So I just want you to not get confused when you are labeling your number lines and you see the fractional parts for each one. If you're trying to find the fractional part of a larger area on the number line, remember not to, you can use the unit fractions, but make sure that you are totaling the unit fractions of the area that you're trying to figure out. Or you can just use this representation and label it like this and just write your unit fractions above the number line. But try not to get confused with your fractional areas, your fractional part.